Alright, we're gonna do this from Sam Cedar. Is revolutionary art, whatever the fuck that means, possible in the age of Trump? Well, let's see. Trump hasn't done dick to affect the arts one way or the other, so...
Dominic.
Oh, great. We have Emma, the socialist, who went to a $40,000 a year high school, who comes from rich as fuck parents, and I think she's an only child. So yeah, you can afford to be a socialist, cunt. And then we have Sam Cedar, a man who had his balls removed somewhere in the 80s. And yeah, modern art isn't that great. I mean, there's the famous stunt that some teens pulled where they put a banana on the floor with a postcard. They taped the postcard to the wall and said, "The banana." And people stopped and looked at it like it was art.
From Minneapolis, calling on some type of tin can.
Yeah, I'm in a factory right now, so my boss...
Calling on a tin can. Oh, so we have to get professional microphone setups before we talk to the great Sam Cedar?
Just left. I got a little bit of time.
Okay.
Sorry, I need that money for Mistress Corella's House of Kink. I gotta have something to tip the girl that whips my nutsack with a goddamn cat of nine tails.
In a factory, can you tell us?
I work at a tape factory. I make tape.
Tape?
Oh, tape, okay.
Yeah, like sticky tape.
Cool.
Right?
You do all kinds, double-sided?
I've used it many times.
Nah, we make tape for construction. We hold up buildings with our stuff.
None of that Scott tape bullshit, huh?
So stuff for like
none of that.
easy zip, like that type of stuff, like for outdoor panels and insulation?
You know, absolutely. So few people know what kind of tape I make, Sam.
Can we get off the goddamn and get to the man's point?
Oh, I like to watch construction videos.
Well, cool. But sadly, I'm not here to talk tape.
Okay.
I'm calling because, sorry, I'm nervous. I love Majority Report.
I don't know where art got out. Art's always been a little fucked up. I mean, dating back to the Renaissance when all those painters were doing paintings of naked kids.
Didn't think I'd get picked up today.
Well, I love talking vapor barriers, so we're even.
Perfect. I'm calling about the state of art in our current fascist climate.
We're not in a fascist climate, but you do you, bro.
Kind of disheartened by...
Look up Renaissance art. You'll get my point.
The lack of truly revolutionary art.
I don't have to prove it. I know the claim is true. Go research it.
That is happening, like, specifically in music and...
I love these people think that I owe them debates or owe them proving my claims. I owe you shit. If I'm lying, go do research, make a video, and prove me wrong.
I'm an actor, and
Great, you're an fuck. Oh god, you're probably one that isn't very good.
Like in days gone by, we had like Woody Guthrie, we had like Creedence Clearwater, these bands that were in the pop culture.
Wait, what? Hold on.
We're in the pop culture. We had like Creedence Clearwater.
Okay, hold on. What was the first band?
I'm an actor.
Okay, you're an actor, but you're talking about music. Okay.
And like in days gone by, we had like
why are people so nervous when they call into this show? You're dealing with a fucking chick who is a fucking airhead whose parents wasted probably $500,000 on her high school education, and the only skill she has ever gotten out of it, and the only thing she has ever done is being slightly hotter at one point than Anna Kasparian, and probably learning how to swallow on command. Outside of her ability to take a dick, she has nothing else. She's a fucking moron. Tim Pool destroyed her. Actual Justice Warrior destroyed her. I can't remember the guy's name. Every time she has gone against anyone remotely disagreeing with her, she has been destroyed because she has literally lived in this world provided by the silver dildo bubble from, she's lived in the bubble provided this from the silver dildo shoved up her twat 24/7, that she is completely oblivious to the real world. And Sam Cedar, again, as an aforementioned, he has a bubble caused by the fact that he had his balls cut off in the 80s. All right, let's go.
Guthrie. We have...
Okay, Wayne Guthrie. God, I should know who that is, but I don't. So hold on. Wayne the only person I'm getting is, hold on, let me go. Wayne Guthrie, I guess, singer? So Wayne Guthrie was a singer, songwriter, writer, composer that was born in 1912 and died in 1967. Okay.
Like Creedence Clearwater.
Now, are you talking about Creedence Clearwater Revival or Creedence Clearwater Return? Thank you for your subscription or donation. Because one had John Fogerty in it, the other didn't, and the one that didn't have John sucked.
These bands that were in the pop culture, that were doing art about the climate that they were in, and there's not a lot happening. There's no momentum behind truly revolutionary art, and I think that comes from a place of like...
He's the guy that sang, "This land is your land, this land is my land, this land is Wendy's till McDonald's, Burger King will fuck Arby's right in their roast beef ass."
The streaming services and the immediacy that we want our products to come to us, and I'm just very disheartened, and I want to hear from an artist.
I'm disheartened. Yes, I'm disheartened. My heart has been
Just like yourself, Sam, who's like been in these creative spaces, do you feel as though there's any difference from back when you were doing a lot more of the creative side than there is now?
All right, I have two responses to this. One, Brian, see if you can pull up that. You know this guy.
Oh, really? I didn't know about CCR. They're still fucking fighting in court 53 years later. Holy shit.
Well,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, there are people doing stuff, and you know, it's certainly not like it was in the 70s and 80s, and I would say early 90s. But
yeah, because you know what the record producers were like then? They were the cigar-chomping, suit-wearing capitalists that were like, I don't understand it, but the kids love it and they'll make me money, so fuck it, give them a record deal. Then in the 2000s, you had the corporatization of everything. And actually in the mid-90s, you had the beginnings of that.
My experience has been that going into the aughts, there was no...
All right, I'm done with this. I'm going to do the request now.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
God.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging?
Could be a spicy question. He says,
Oh, God. Oh, God in heaven. Oh, God in heaven. Oh, fuck. I don't know if Lizard loves me because he keeps giving me money, or if he hates me and wants to find out the video that'll just get me to surrender. So you have a soy boy here with an overgrown temple background and a chick that has had more plastic put in her than fucking Barbie behind a fake case of books. Okay, I'm gonna go pee, and I'm going to give everyone the last good thing you're gonna see, the lesbians. Alrighty. Oh, God. This is gonna suck. Alright. Back to whatever horrendous bullshit this is. The lobbyists are the problem.
do you think...
Believe it or not, I might actually agree with some of the things said in this video.
the U.S.
I know this is gonna suck. Oh, God. It's like I'm gonna do so. It's like getting a tonsillectomy. You know it's gonna suck, but you have to do it. But all right. John Wayne said, being brave is being scared shitless and sacking up anyway. Let's go.
Be better off without the political Israeli lobby controlling it.
That is such an important question, and we should have no lobbyists. The lobbyists are the problem in Washington, D.C. Every time I go out to super expensive restaurants or events, the lobbyists are the ones paying the bills.
So then without them, you wouldn't be able to go to the super expensive restaurant. Now, I'm curious, is this just lobbyists that you agree with, or the ones you disagree with? Or just the ones you disagree with, but the ones you agree with are fine? Also, having books that are obviously painted doesn't make you look smart, bitch.
Lobbying should be made illegal in the United States of America. That is a huge issue because Washington, D.C. Congress has been taken over by the lobbyists. So the lobbyists are the problem, and it should be made illegal. And
yeah, but everyone has their pet issues, and pet issues raise money through nonprofits and blah, 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 blah.
That is the problem. But the Israeli lobby is so intriguing to me because it's not what people have turned it into, but it is a huge problem. Benjamin Netanyahu is...
Again, If Israel wanted to turn Gaza into glass, they could. Gaza, if they were able to, would turn Israel into glass, but can't.
Is being called to The Hague, the International Criminal Court. Now, that has been postponed a little bit, but the bottom line is that this is the most banned and censored news. There is a massive Israeli lobby in Washington, D.C., but people like me, real journalists and real elected officials can just say no to it. And if they don't, they are corrupt. No one should be doing what a lobbyist tells you to do.
Except lobbies are formed out of concerns of their constituents. They're just hyper-focused on a single issue. I mean, do you really think a goddamn politician routinely meets with every constituent in his district? The answer is no.
We've only got a couple of minutes left, but was January 6th a way to target peaceful protesters and warn others against protesting in the future, do you think?
January 6th was a bunch of fucking idiots that couldn't get over the fact that Donald Trump lost the election. Fair or unfair, doesn't fucking matter. Joe Biden was the president. And they got drunk and they got rowdy and trashed some shit at the Capitol. And yes, should have been punished for it. To the level they were punished was ridiculous considering how lightly Antifa has been punished.
Oh, yes, of course. January 6th was a rally, and it went south because the Washington, D.C. and U.S. Capitol Police were understaffed, and they made stupid decisions.
And Nancy Pelosi did not allow the National Guard to come in. For whatever reason, Trump needs her approval to do that for reasons or something. I don't know. I'm so sick of January 6th. How long are you Democrats gonna continue to fucking milk this particular tit? It's old. It's dried out. It resembles Maggie Smith's tit, and that's the condition that it's in right now.
Bottom line is that Nancy Pelosi, the ex-Speaker of the House...
I might try to do a Chris Farley Chippendales thing, but I can't dance.
Was responsible for that. The Speaker of the House is in charge of the U.S. Capitol, so that was her fault. That wasn't President Donald Trump's fault, and now it's being used by a weaponized DOJ. Under the Biden regime, he has had Merrick Garland, the current Attorney General of the United States of America, go after women like me, men like you, people who are American citizens who stand up for the U.S. Constitution. Mostly Christian men of fighting age have been arrested. More than 1,500 have under the Biden.
All right, apparently she was on the other side. Whatever, fine, fuck it, then fine.
Regime. This is the most banned and censored news, and yes, I'm willing to talk about everything. There's no topic that's off the record for me.
You're amazing. If people had to go to prison for their part in January 6th protest because it was so serious, surely Hunter Biden should be facing the death penalty for his much more significant crimes. Why is it?
Whatever. Okay, I misinterpreted the first half of the video. Fine, fuck it. It's out there. I can't take it back. I misinterpreted it.
Is there a lot of call, or is there no real impetus for more prosecution against Hunter Biden at the moment?
Well, he was found guilty of the felony gun charges, but because his father is the president, it's a very slow journey. I don't believe in the death penalty ever. I don't think it works.
Oh my God, the first fucking pro-life Christian conservative that is actually consistent.
I do believe that we should open Guantanamo Bay for people like these elected officials who've lied to us. I interviewed countless, hundreds. There's 535 people in Congress right now. I've interviewed half of them, and they lie straight to our faces. So we have a problem in the United States.
Lady, you think a politician lying to you is a problem? And they have to go if they lie? That's the whole fucking government at every fucking level. There's a line in a movie. It's called The Hunt for Red October. Stars Sean Connery and Alec Baldwin. I forget the actor's name that says this. But he basically tells Alec Baldwin's character, I'm a politician, which means I'm a cheater and I'm a liar. And when I'm not kissing babies, I'm stealing their lollipops. That's a politician, and that's always been a politician throughout history. There has never been a time when we didn't have politics, except maybe in the mythical times of the Bible. Well, actually, no, you even had politics then. It's always been this way.
It's America, where we're not holding our people, our members of Congress, accountable because they lie, and they do take money from the Israeli lobby, and they do take money.
Do I read Tom Clancy novels? No. One, he's been dead for like 25 fucking years, so I don't know how. They're just using his name to sell books at this point, but no, I didn't like his shit when he was alive.
From tons of other lobbyists. It's not just Israel, it's all the lobbyists. So we are in a crisis in the United States of America, and we, the people, have to solve that.
You are a force to be reckoned with. One more quick question then, just a really quick one. What do you think will come first, World War III or the American Civil War, and would the latter prevent the former?
Well, it'd actually be American Civil War II.
I think they're going to happen simultaneously, but it's going to be peaceful on the American Civil War side because our side does not want any violence.
Well, Trump is pretty well damned averted World War III at this point. All right, that's enough of this. There's only 15 seconds left. Yeah, I tend to agree. I don't want more either, but fuck it. If it comes, I'm gonna... Oh, shit. If it comes, I'm gonna go for the kill shot. All right, let's do some shorts and some TikToks. Tick-tock, ticket to the tick-tick-tock, don't top.
I'm glad you're
This is from something in the 80s from Geraldo.
on the program. I'll interview you in greater detail
And I cannot remember when in the fuck he was on.
in a couple of minutes. The one thing I have to ask you
And by the way, if there was anyone I wish I could kick in a volcano, it'd be fucking Geraldo.
now, though, is, of course, the vast majority of your fans and the fans of heavy metal music are not Satanists.
No one was a Satanist! Okay, maybe an extreme minority. But this is the qualifications you have to meet to become a Satanist. 1, you have to believe in God. 2, you have to believe that Lucifer fell. 3, you also have to believe in the divinity of Jesus Christ. And that he is the Lamb, the light, the way, and this and that, and the 3rd. And 4th, you have to believe that Jesus will also lead to your place in a place called heaven that is everlasting joy and yada, yada, yada. And if you choose wrong, you're going to go to hell. So as a Satan worshiper, you're definitely going to be down there. And with all that knowledge, you still make the decision while believing in all of this that you're fucking choosing the other guy. Satanists were using Satan as an allegory. They didn't actually worship the devil. Okay, maybe some of them did, but they were doing it tongue-in-cheek.
But there is no doubt, at least not in our reporting.
I mean, of all the Satanists that have ever been documented, ever been recorded, ever been this or that, there's maybe, I don't know, 15 of them that actually were in earnest worshiping the devil.
That heavy metal music plays.
We've always found there's always been evil music. For Christ's sakes, in the 14th century, the church tried to get rid of the minor chords, but then they realized they couldn't make any music without them.
Every single...
Meanwhile, Amazing Grace is pretty much the most famous Christian song of all time. Is pretty much played on the minor chords. Basically, yeah, Satanism is atheism. It's just using Satanists as an allegory, and we get all dressed up in black robes and chants and, you know, drink beer and have some orgies. So it's literally just a way to get laid. Hey, I am the Grand High Priest of the Dark Lord Satan. You 3 hot bitches need to suck my dick. It is Ozzy! Oh, hell, they were probably the original trolls. But anyway, let's hear Ozzy's response.
Kid that whose case we know about, who committed a violent act in Satan's name was also...
Well, he could have... Okay. There have been how many violent acts committed in God's name? I don't remember Satanists tying a woman to a post, putting a bunch of tinder around her, and then burning her alive. That was done in God's name.
Into heavy metal music.
I don't know if Ozzy was a Christian or not. All I know is he had more crosses in his house than the Vatican does.
What's your response to that, Ozzy?
Well, I don't really know. All I do is make music. You know, I don't sit down and purposely plan to freak everybody out. I mean, I always have played heavy metal music. I suppose when I was younger and I started writing songs, my world was kind of dark and dingy. You know, I came from a working class family who had nothing, no dough, no prospect of ever having much money.
You know, and if you listen to the oh God, I could probably never find it again. Like the documentary, I can't remember the guy's name, the lawyer, where basically said Ozzy Osbourne's song "Suicide Solution" was the reason, you know, a young man unfortunately put a gun in his mouth and blew his brains out. Ozzy took the reasonable step of like, well, where were his fucking parents? Gee, Junior's spending a lot of time alone and crying in his room. Maybe we should go up and check on him. And since he's under 18, we have the legal right to bust the door down. But if you listen to the song Suicide Solution, it is not about taking a gun and blowing your brains out. Literally, the first stanza of the song is, wine is fine, but whiskey's quicker. Suicide is slow with liquor. Something, 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 something. Tip the bottle, forget tomorrow. You can quite clearly see the Suicide Solution is about alcoholism, and Ozzy wrote it because Bon Scott of AC/DC had literally frozen to death in his car. No, Judas Priest became a thing, Horror of One, because there was a brief moment from the Pearl Collection left saying that heavy metal was homophobic, anti-gay. When the frontman for the second most influential band in the history of metal, followed only by Black Sabbath itself, Judas Priest, the frontman, and everyone knows this about the frontman, is gay. Yeah, we really hate the gays in the metal community because we only made the second most influential band in history. Yeah, the frontman is fucking gay. We don't care. It's just music. Whatever you want to suck, fuck, and put your dick into, as long as they're consenting, I don't care.
And so that's how I saw the world as a child. And so
Ozzy wasn't gay. Rob Halford was.
My songs are about Satanism.
Of course.
In fact, if you
stand by, Ozzy.
Yeah.
I know that your lyrics are less excessive than groups like Slayer or Venom or.
Oh my God! The lead singer of Slayer was a Catholic. Venom, I don't know shit about.
Iron Maiden or.
Oh my God. Geraldo, did you even listen to 2 Iron Maiden songs before you made this? Really, Iron Maiden? Or did you just peruse album cover art?
Some of the others, but still, for some reason, maybe it's because you've been around for so long.
Now, I know, to be fair to Jews, I know Black Sabbath and Judas Priest traded members, and I can't remember who, and I can't remember when, and I can't remember why. I just know somebody from Judas Priest did play on Black Sabbath briefly, and somebody from Black Sabbath did play on Judas Priest briefly.
I see tattoos of your name on some of these, teenage devil worshippers' arms.
Nobody is worshiping the fucking devil! They're using it as an allegory or as a way to get laid. They're holding mock religious ceremonies. Till the beer's passed out, the robes come off, and everybody's naked.
Wherever I see devil graffiti and satanic graffiti, I see your name also.
Okay, do you think Ozzy is... Okay, Geraldo, you just talked to Ozzy. Do you think he's capable of leading anything? Right now, Ozzy looks so fucked out of his mind, he couldn't order a pizza successfully.
Feel a sense of responsibility.
I mean, I'm sorry, but this is fucking ridiculous. And no, there is no responsibility. People are capable of their own actions.
Responsibility, Oz?
The only responsibility I feel is the fact that I'm a true musician in what I play. I don't want to make anybody start doing all this devil worship crap, because that's not my intention. Although I have sang on a few songs about the devil, that's about it. I don't want anyone to harm.
A few songs about the... When was this? Because the only song that I can think of at this point would have been Mr. Crowley, but that's about Aleister Crowley, and that's a whole nother can of worms. But I don't think Aleister Crowley was a Satanist. Oh, we have Taylor Swift before her reincarnation. Anton LaVey's daughter. I guess I'm gonna have to go through Ozzy's early work again, because I cannot think... of a single song where he's yapping about the devil. Yeah, but War Pigs is more of an anti-war song than anything with the devil.
Themselves.
What about the issue of responsibility? What about the whole thing about guilt? Do you feel responsible?
I don't feel guilty. I feel
I just make songs. Jesus Christ. What was was Leonardo da Vinci when in the 70s some guy spray painted her eyes because he was a mental patient and thought she was following him, or he thought she was following him, whatever the fuck it was.
Kind of persecuted by everybody because I'm not a bad guy. My intentions are not to harm anyone. In fact, it's directly the opposite. Like when people come to my concerts, I want them to have a good, fun evening out, you know. And it seems to me that a lot of people judge the book by the cover more. So then they write things about me. Well, they don't even know what they're talking about, you know?
Well, there are lots of people out there, lots of people here in our studio audience who have a very different point of view. Ozzy,
he just shuts you down, Geraldo. You just got bitch slapped. You know, and this is the other thing. It's just a fucking song. Again, art from artists. And by the way, plenty of the big metal guys were also Christians. I think one or two of the members of Iron Maiden was Christian. By the way, one of those members, I know for a fact, he might not be anymore, but for decades, he was a fully licensed commercial jet pilot, jet captain. So yeah, if you took a flight in wherever the fuck Iron Maiden is based from, or hell, probably even from the States, you might have had him as your captain. God, this whole idea that all heavy metals are doing is just listening to fucking Black Label Society and jerking off while Zakk Wylde sings. Yeah, we're not. By the way, Zakk Wylde is a family man that has been married for 30 fucking years. All right, well, I want to cook dinner, and it's about time I get on that, so that's the show for tonight. You never know, I may be on with another one, but good night, everybody.
This land is your land, this land is my land, this land is Wendy's till McDonald's, Burger King will fuck Arby's right in their roast beef ass. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, swamp.